Movo sent me 2 of their microphone kits, and today we're taking a look at both of them so you can decide which is the best fit for you. Now these are fantastic because they work directly with your phone to be able to give you better audio. So right now I am out on a very windy day. I'm using one of the microphones and we're going to break down which is which and how you can be deciding the best fit for you. Now for full transparency, Movo is not sponsoring today's content. They did reach out to me and ask if they could send me a microphone system so that I could try it out and review it if I liked it, and I let them know that I am not doing dedicated videos without a paid sponsorship. They decided to send it to me anyway just to see if it would be something that I would like, and I was floored when I started using this product. So this is not a sponsored video, but I was so excited about this. I knew that you needed to know about this. I have tried 2 different systems. I am very much thrilled with both of them, and I want you to be able to pick the best fit for you. So if you are looking for a microphone to use with your phone to up-level your content, these are definitely good options, and I'm going to break down what I like about each of these so that you can pick the best fit for you as well. As somebody who creates content on the daily, I have found that this is a really good option for me to help with wind reduction, to be able to move far away and close up to my camera, and to be able to create really high up-leveled content simply by adding in a microphone source. And there's a lot of different ways that we can be using this and a lot of ways you can implement this into your strategy for your content creation as well. But you're probably wondering, how well does this microphone work? Well, let me move away from my camera and you can see that my audio is staying just about the same. In fact, I can walk really far away and still have access to what we're doing with our phones. I can walk further than that, but that's a drop off back there, so I'm not going to go too terribly far, but I have gone very, very far away, the entirety of my yard away from my cameras, and it still picked up my audio with or without me being on camera. So if you're having conversations with the people you're speaking to through your content, this is definitely going to be a great system for you because you can walk away, you can go do things, you can move forward and backward without having to deal with that audio, and you get really good wind reduction when it comes to using these microphones. So let's talk about how this works. When you get your microphone sets, you are going to get a microphone you can attach to your outfits. You can either hide it or you can display it a little bit more, and you have a device that's going to attach into your cell phone. Now what I found is that it does not go into your cell phone properly if you have a cell phone case on, if your cell phone case is a little bit thicker. So I had to go and I bought an extender for my phone to make sure that it actually fit. And once I attach this extender, then I can just plug it into my phone and it's easy to use from there. It does work really, really well with that extender. It's just a couple dollars on Amazon. I'll link that down below for you. Then you are just going to plug this into your phone and you're going to see a little blue dot flashing on the screen. From there, you have your microphone, which you are going to turn on. Buttons are in different locations on different microphones, so you just hold it down and they should automatically sync for you. Now, if for some reason it gets out of sync, there's instructions inside of the instruction pamphlet, which will talk you through how to reset it, but it's already done for you on your behalf so that you don't have to worry about it when you get started. So then you can just plug this into your phone, turn this on, and as long as you see a solid blue light on both of them, you are synced and ready to go. So this is what it sounds like without the microphone, with just the phone's audio. So you can see how it's picking up the wind. You might be able to hear my neighbor yelling. Sometimes you can hear birds. They're not chirping right now, but you can hear the difference in the audio from what comes directly from my phone to what you get with the microphone. Now this part right here, I'm actually going to take the audio and change it inside of my system to reduce the background noise. So you heard the wind? This is the version with reduce the background noise, and then you can go back into the audio with the microphone. And this is what it sounds like with the microphone attached. Again, you can see the very clear reduction in that noise level from the wind, and we do have a wind covering on this microphone. So let me take this off so that you can hear what it's like without the covering on it as well. I highly recommend using these. These are a great addition to making sure that your audio works really well. Now with this microphone, you have the ability to actually change some features and functions on it. So this is a higher end microphone than the other one, and you have the ability to clip it onto your outfit as well. I actually recommend when you're doing this to flip it upside down so that the majority of it is actually on the inside. It's going to flip around a little bit less as you are doing what you're doing within your content creation. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's some incredibly loud birds here right now, and this is the level that they're picking up. It is so distracting to me as a speaker, but for you, it's reduced by quite a bit. Now, the second set that they sent me is actually my favorite. It's a little bit more heavy duty. It comes with a really nice charging case where you can store all of your equipment. You can buy it in either the 1 or the 2 set. I like the 2 set because it allows me to then interview somebody else, and it's all attached to the same device that I just plug into my phone and go. We do have 2 microphones with this and a lot of accessories to go with it as well, so I definitely recommend this one if you're going to be doing a lot of content creation, and save the other one maybe for when you're traveling. Now the nice thing about this set is that it actually has a mute button, a set button, and a back button, which you don't see on the smaller travel size version. This is going to be really nice because you have the ability to change some of your controls on the microphone and really decide what's going to be best fit for you. So this is a little bit more functional than the other one. That's more of a newer beginner level. This is more of an advanced level, but even if you are not an advanced person with technology, you can use this just as it is. You don't have to play with all these extra buttons. It just allows you to then grow into it for the monetary investment you're making in it. Now with this set, you also get a lapel mic, which you can clip onto your outfit. You can run the wire through or around behind your outfit, and you can treat this like a battery pack so that it's attached right in the back, and you can do it so that it's inside of your clothing so people can only see the lapel mic. Now you have the opportunity to do this with 2 different microphone sets. You can buy the set with 1 or with 2. I have the dual microphones so that when I'm doing interviews out on location, I have the ability to hand it to my other person that I'm going to be interviewing, and we're both attached to the same device. The first set that they sent me, I'm calling the travel microphone. This is a little bit smaller, it is cheaper, it's easier to use, it's a little more lightweight, it's not quite as heavy duty, but it has the ability to go with you as you're out and about creating your content. The set comes with either 1 or 2 microphones, depending on what you ordered, and it just clips right onto your clothing. Now you can clip it this way so that it's on the outside, and the heavier side will be on the outside. It might flop around a little bit more, so I like to actually turn this around and put it right inside of my shirt. It's going to then allow me a little bit more control so that it's not moving around as I'm doing things. With that in mind, you can travel as you go. All you're going to do is tether this to the cord to charge it. It's very easy, and it keeps a pretty good charge when it comes to these microphones. And then you have the ability to walk as far away from the camera as you want, and the ability to move around on screen without losing access to your audio. So this is going to give you the opportunity to go as you are creating without having to worry about things moving on and off of your audio screen and having to deal with that later on. So whether you prefer the more heavy duty set or the lightweight travel set, you want to make sure that you are adding something like this to your content creation repertoire because it cuts down on your editing later on. This allows you to move around freely on your screen and interact with your audience without having to worry about this. You can tether this to your live stream so that as you're doing things on Instagram Live and TikTok Live, if you're not screen recording by tethering it to your computer, you will have better access to that audio. So if you are doing something in the influencer world where you're walking around showing different fashion items or you're showing off different beauty things and you have to move further and closer away to that camera source, it's going to be easier for you to maintain that connection with your audience. And this is also really nice for when you are in crowded locations or loud locations so that it can pick up your voice and center in on what you're saying rather than what's going on with the crowd around you. Highly recommend doing this, and this is something I'm going to be using the next time I do a stage appearance. I'm actually going to be attaching these to me in addition to the microphone that I'm going to be using for whatever panel I'm speaking on, and this will be able to then send that audio directly to my phone so I can get really good clear audio while I am doing my live streams, my panels, my presentations, my conversations up on these stages, and you can see how well this interacts with the world around me right now, with the wind blowing, with my hat almost falling off, and with the camera shaking here on my tripod. This is going to level up my content creation and make it incredibly easy. So if you are traveling, if you're doing lightweight things, if you don't want to make that big investment yet, I do recommend the smaller kit. This is going to be really good for you as a beginner, and then you can grow into the larger kit. The larger kit is going to be really good if you're doing a lot of content creation, if you've got a lot of things going on, and if you want to make sure that you really have that high quality content that you're creating through this microphone. I recommend going with that harder, higher up version of these microphones. So this is going to be a really good opportunity for you to then change up what you're doing with your content so that you have the ability to level this up and get seen more on the social platforms. If you have questions about either of these microphone systems, go ahead and drop them down below for me. I'm going to be monitoring the questions and comments to help you pick the best fit for you. Both are very good quality. I highly recommend getting either of these. I was so impressed with these that I did this video. This is a video that I was not sponsored to create, but I love it so much and I want to make sure you are getting access to really good quality technology that I made it anyway, just because I have been so floored with the content that I'm creating with these microphones. So drop your questions down below. Let me know what other tech should I review for you so you can grow inside of your platform as well.